Welcome to Manny the Artist, and this is like part I don't know to Happy Social Society and posting anyways because my friends are yelling at me. And so, anyways, I said I was gonna paint something by the end of December, but I didn't, and so I said by the end of January I was gonna paint something, and so I did. Congrats to me. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you haven't seen my page, I have a process. So I get an idea in my head, and then I go to my notes and I write the things that I have, and then I go to Pinterest, and then I get pictures and images that I want, and then I go to my sketchbook, and then I do little ideas, and then I finalize it in the middle, and then I put on my canvas. And so I'm going to show you my sketchbook. And so these are the little sketches around it, and then the middle one is the final product. I had to do 2 pages because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, as you can tell. But yeah. So this idea generated because I was talking to my therapist, and they were like, paint how you feel. And I'm the type of artist that, like, an image doesn't come to my head and I draw it. I look at something and I draw it. And so when she said that, when they said that, I had an image that came in my head, and that was the first time something like that has happened. So I was like, I was gonna go back to sleep, but I was like, no, I'm gonna end up forgetting. So I did it right then and there, and I wrote it down, and I was up all night on Pinterest trying to find ideas, da da da. And so anyways, I didn't know I was going to call this painting. Even after I finished it, I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, okay, I could do it, paint how you feel, because that's what started everything. And then I was on TikTok scrolling, and I follow Big Blends. I think that's his name. But anyways, he was talking to this lady, and she had asked about his shirt because it said planted. And he was telling her what it means to him, and I was inspired by that. So my painting is called Planted. I'll tag him below. If he sees this, that'd be cool. But yeah. Going to be talking about this. Okay, so okay, so I can stop moving. Okay, so this is called Planted. And okay, so my idea that I got when my therapist said what she said was me holding a rose, and then like me with my arms over my legs. And so as you can tell, that's what I'm doing in the canoe. And so I wanted to keep that in some type of way, both of them, because that's what generated my idea. And so anyways, so the tree represents life, growth, connection with the divine. And then the tree stump represents hope, renewal, possibility of a new life. And then the five stairs, those represent to be spiritual, mental, physical, financial, and emotional. The 5 components I think are the most important. And then there's the mirror right here. This represents in the hand with the rose, because like I told you, I wanted to incorporate the rose. I wanted to keep that somehow, but I didn't want to hold it anymore. So that is showing, well, the mirror is a reflection, so it shows that. And it also shows the hand with the flower is who or what you need. So for example, say what I'm missing is myself. I need to find myself. So the hand represents me, and the rose is the love that I'm offering myself. Say I need community. The hand represents community, and that rose is the love that they're trying to offer you, or whatever you need. And so, the roots under the mirror. Yeah, the roots under the mirror. That represents I wanted to show that you need a foundation to stay grounded or to be grounded. And then the clock. If you've seen any of my art, I love to use a clock. And to me, clocks represents that time is not real. Time does not exist. Healing isn't linear. And so that's That's why I always have a clock. And I think it's cool that it's melted anyways, but yeah. The left hand, I chose that because I put more emphasis on it. I chose that because, well, for the color wise, because if you've seen any of my videos, if you haven't, mostly everything that I put in my art is intentional down to the color. And so the original idea was to have the clock brown, and then the hand was going to be black, white, grayish. So it was going to pop out. But I was painting the clock and I was in the flow, in the zone, and I forgot. And so I had to come up with something else. And I didn't want it brown or black grayish anymore. So I was trying to come up with another color. And so I have a list of like the meaning of colors. And so I picked the one that I thought was cute and also that I could take some of the meanings out of it. And so the colors are purple, pink, and green. And they mean creativity, growth, mental clarity, wisdom, intuition, etc. And the left hand, like the actual left hand, that represents holistic thinking and spatial awareness and creativity. And so like I have it look like it's cut off to show that like that's what is lacking. And yeah, what else? Okay, so the girl in the canoe, well, I already said that's let me get closer. She's in that pose because that's the foundation of the idea that I had, and I wanted to keep it. And also a fun fact, I've done a portrait painting before, but like it was like when I was in high school, like in an art class, but nothing like in today's time where I'm actually taking art seriously that I've done a portrait painting. And it's small, and it was really hard because I only have one small paintbrush and I gotta get me some more. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself. I showed it, and that was so hard to get like the design and stuff in the jeans and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, and so what else? I forget. The whole represents any distractions or things holding you back. So it could be your boyfriend, it can be a job, it can be anything really, in all honesty, yourself. And then you have the cones to show you like caution, beware, like be careful. And then the traffic light. Fun fact, well, it's not really a fun fact, but I've always wanted to have a traffic light in my art. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I was trying to find a way to incorporate it in the painting so it made sense. And so it was intentional, but it wasn't intentional. But yeah. And so it's on green, so that means it's go. It's time to heal. It's time to do what you need to do. And then it says Healing Street, if you can see that. And then I think that's everything. Oh, the moon is because I wanted a moon. And something I wanted to add, I've been working on my perfectionism because me needing to have like everything planned and organized to do something, and being intentional with everything is kind of not ruining my creativity, but I'm creating less. And so it was fun adding things that be just simply because I want to, and I'm gonna try to do that more. And so yeah, I think that's everything. This is planted, and I have an idea for next month, and I can't wait to see you.